Hello everybody, it's Etienne from Sviteco. At Sviteco, we support companies dealing with connected devices in the creation of premium dashboards to give quality insight, to get quality insight from their connected device. Today, I'm going to show you how the alarm system is working in DGLux5, which is the technology that we use. And I will show you how flexible it is, and it can allow you to really get control on your alarm system without advanced technical knowledge. So what you see on the screen right now is a standard kind of meter tracking dashboard. So we have some meters and we are tracking the performance. So you have the main objects. You have a page related to alarms where you have the list of the alarms faced in the system. And then you have standard reportings and analytics inside the solution. So right away, I'm going to pass to a new window, which is the editor of dashboard. So this is basically the DGLux5 system where we are working and where users can as well configure part of their dashboard. How it is presented. So I'm going to give a fast overview before digging into the alarm part. So what is related to data is happening on the left side on the screen. Here we are going to have the data coming from the devices, the data we process. You will have as well informations about the project, as well if you are using some icons, some pictures. All this will be on the left. And on the right you will have the builder of the interface, where you are going to manage your different layers, the different items, the different kind of text and specific configuration parameters for what you are looking on the dashboard. And the middle is the interface where you see visually what your dashboard or different windows of the dashboard look like. Today we are going to focus on the left side of the screen, which is data, because this is where the alarm part is working. So in data, what do we have? So I'm going to reduce all this. So we have different main sections. First, data and downstream. So this is where the data is going to appear. In this, we are going to configure the data flow. So that's where you are going to connect to different devices and make sure the connection is working well. And you can as well manage users. Today, we look at data and downstreams. That's where it's going to happen. So in data, you have the data coming from device. In our specific case here, we have the data from the meters. So we have the meters listed here. And for each of them, we have information about battery, about the counter information, about temperatures, and we'll see how it's being used in the alarm part. So we have this for all the meters here. And in the downstream, so you have all the different stream of data coming from different protocol databases. So we have MQTT, MySQL. We have the system data as well here, where we can see live changes in our system information. And we have one specific section which is called alarming. So this is where we are configuring the alarms for DGLux. So how it's working. First, you have a top level with all the different information like type of alarms, and you can perform a series of different actions on the alarms in the system. Then you have a level of class. So a class of alarm, it's a main category of alarm. So here we created a few of them. And then at a level below, you have what is called algorithm. So you are going to create an algorithm to generate alarm. So they can be of different types. You can have Boolean, whether it's like connection, no connection. This is a Boolean alarm. Out of range algorithm, so that's what we're going to see if a temperature is too high or battery level is too low. Stale algorithm is if you want a more complex algorithm related to a specific pattern which you don't want to see on data. And string algorithm, if you have a string value and if this string is equal to a specific value, like I don't know, like broken, it will generate automatically an alarm. Okay, so we create algorithms. So here we'll see that I already created quite a few, which are the one which we see appearing in our alarm section. And we are going to make a small example. So when you create a specific alarm, so here these are range alarms. So we have a suspected leakage. So we see that anytime the value of consumption, water consumption is going over 50, it will generate one of these alarms. We have the same here for temperature. When temperature is over 30, it generates an alarm. And we have the same thing for other type of parameters. So now we are going to look how it's happening concretely. So in suspected leakage, for example, we have here 4 alarms configured for 4 different meters. we have, so this one value is 100, so it's under alert level. This one 200, same. This one is not, it's in normal. So the level of consumption is 48, so it's written as normal. And as we see, the meter 54, there is no alarm 54. Yes, there was one in the past, but we see that it's closed actually here. It has been solved. So what we are going to do is see if by changing this value here, we can generate a new alarm. So here it's 58. So if we go to the data part, we are selecting the meter 49, oh, sorry, 54. 54. So the indicator here, we are going to adjust it manually because we don't have real data coming. But so here you adjust it manually. So I'll just put it at 60 as an example. I click invoke, and then we will have an extra alarm appearing here. So we see that up, it just appeared here. We have a new alarm, 60 meters per day, suspected leak. This is clear. Now I can as well edit it further. We see that I have another alarm which is flooding suspected. That's when the value gets over 300. So if I do the same thing, edit and put it at 300, for example, I'll put 400 up. Similarly, the system will generate an extra alarm with suspected flood. So it may take a few seconds. Maybe it doesn't. Okay. Okay, actually it doesn't record because under flooding I did not put the specific alarm for the meter 54. So I'm just going to add it now. Tag up. I will just change the value for 54. Up, I put the same name for the pass. Up, it's adding it, and accordingly it should create a flood alarm here. Tag 54, counter 1 liter. Is it correct address? Yes. Tax max value is here. Tag, I'm going to go here. I can edit again, put it up, and so we have here the alarm appearing at the bottom here. So this is how the thing is working. Then what is happening if we put back the value at a proper amount, so at the correct value. So I'm going to do it here right now. That I will just put it back at 34, for example. We'll see that both the alarms will get solved. So we see that up, it has been solved in less than 1 minute, and this one 60 should as well update. After, something quite interesting to see is that you can as well configure something called to normal inhibit. So here it's a time before which the alarm will be set as fixed if there is something, if it's coming back to normal. So it has to stay 30 seconds in proper value so that it's marked as fixed. So here it will take a bit more time here, but soon we should have as well the information appearing here as confirmed. Okay, so this is a general view on the alarm. Last, what's important to know is that the alarm system has a set of different functions. All this can be connected with the interface. So what we see now, so in this table we have two functions, acknowledge and notes related to actions related to alarm. So when you acknowledge an alarm, you just write your name, and it's your name of operator, and it's marked that the alarm has been acknowledged by this specific operator at a specific time. So you know that somebody is dealing with it. And then for each of the alarm, you can as well add some notes related to it. So you can say that battery fixing process planned for Monday, for example. I'm writing my username, and it will add this specific note with the alarm. So this can be a way as well to communicate between operators and managers. And so additionally to this, there are several things you can do. You can acknowledge, you can as well set up different process of escalation on your different class of alarms. So there are multiple things that you can do with alarm and then connect with your interface. So this was a short overview of the alarm system. Please feel free to share with me your comments, your questions, your doubts in the comments below, and I'll be glad to answer and give you more information about how alarms are working in DGLux5. Thank you.